the first time that I came to Indy 13 years ago, I was already comfortable in the car. I mean, I started on the front row at Motegi, I finished fourth. Like, I had already had races under my belt. The seat was comfortable, helmet was good, everything is good. So, and I had been in the car for a while, and I had been from open wheel racing to more open wheel racing in IndyCar. So, you know, you kind of assume that you're going to jump in and everything's just going to flow really easy and be smooth, but I haven't been in an open wheel car with, you know, real downforce in, you know, 7 years. So that's a long time. So I think I underestimated just the familiarity and the things that are important in an Indy car, which are, you know, just the simple things like having the helmet feel right and the head pads and things like that. Like, that stuff is critical in an Indy car. Stock cars, it doesn't really matter, but it does in here. So, you know, just working through those little things are, you know, you don't really want to have to do it at, you know, 215, 220, but, you know, that's the job at hand. So the good news is I've been here before, and, you know, I had many chances to win here. So I trust that it's going to keep coming back quicker and quicker. Yeah, well, I mean, that's part of what this test is for. I know we're here at Indy. It's May 1st now, and you know, we start everything in 2 weeks for the Indy 500, but it's still just a test, and this test was supposed to be a month ago. So, you know, it's like I got to remind myself that this is not the month of May yet. This is just the test for it that was supposed to happen a long time ago. So, just, you know, get through it, get flat out, get comfortable, make changes, feel those changes, and then be ready in 2 weeks. And then it was, you know, out one time buying in just to make sure everything was okay. And then the next run was just too slow. It wasn't above 210. And the car was, it just felt very hard to drive. It felt, the weight of the wheel was very heavy for me. So I don't know what the heck I've been doing, because I feel a lot stronger than when I was here before. I mean, you don't see the videos. I CrossFit like crazy. Like, I can pick some weight up. But I did not feel very strong out there. So we, you know, my old engineer, Matt, ran me today, and he made it easier to drive. It's still not by any means where I want it, but it was enough that we could complete today. And with 30 minutes to go and 5 laps of the second phase and 15 laps of the third phase to go, I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get through this today. So, but I stayed out there and did all those 20 laps to complete it all, and it felt fine actually. I felt fairly comfortable at that point in time for the level of discomfort with the way the wheel felt and things like that, and with the amount of front aero we took out of it to also lighten the wheel up for me. So it was a little bit, oh, here we go, my old words. There was a little bit of understeer out there. I was going to say tight, but let me correct myself. So it was definitely a little too much understeer to go really, really fast. But it was enough to complete the day and move on for tomorrow. And I felt like I was able to feel the grip limit of the car, especially the front, of course, because they took so much front aero out. I was able to, you know, really feel the front sliding pretty well. So even with the way it felt, so that's good for me. And tomorrow it'll feel even more comfortable. But I've been waiting to get this day over with for a long time.
And so
I say that with love. I hope nobody thinks that's like, I hope there's some understanding for the words that I'm using. I want to get through that so I can get to the fun part, which is really running, making changes, making it faster, and feeling really comfortable. It was just a day of anticipation and a level of not knowing.
Absolutely.
You know, with having a sponsor leave, which is a scenario I'd never been in before, with not really feeling as much hope as I wanted racing. That was kind of a frustrating position to be in. And feeling kind of ready to move on, but not in the way of being done at Homestead. It was like, you know, there's a better way to do this. There's a better way to honor the run in my career, as well as you know, the fans, and especially can't think of a better place to end than here, where it all began. And I said to everyone on pit lane, we need a before and after of my 2005 pit road gaggle of photographers in 2018, because it felt similar. So it was really a cool feeling. So it's just come really full circle. And then, of course, with GoDaddy on the car to top it off, which is, you know, of all my sponsors, they've been by far the most known with me, the most best fit overall. And so it's just a good story.